हेलो एवरीवन। आज हम जानेंगे मीनिंग ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स, स्कोप ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एंड नेचर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। इंट्रोडक्शन। मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल learn informally in the society through their experiences as they get exposed to the certain real life situations. However, those who want to make a career in different dimensions, they need to learn it formally. For this, they need to learn it properly. That is possible through pursuing a formal course structure. This gives them a proper understanding of economics. They can apply this knowledge in different contexts. According to Samuelson and Nordhaus, Economics in 16th edition 2000, often economics appears to be an endless procession of new puzzles, problems, and difficult dilemmas. But experienced teachers have learned there are a few basic concepts that underpin all of economics. Once these basic concepts have been mastered, learning is much quicker and more enjoyable. Meaning of economics. Economics is the social science that is concerned with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. The term economics comes from the ancient Greek oikonomia, that means management of household administration, from oikos house plus nomos yani custom or law, hence rules of the household. Economics deals with the study of various activities of man directed towards acquisition of wealth and earning of money. Nature of economics. Economics is the science that deals with production, exchange, and consumption of various commodities in economic system. It shows how scarce resources can be used to increase wealth and human welfare. The central focus of economics is on scarcity of resources and choices among their alternative uses. The resources or inputs available to produce goods are limited or scarce. This scarcity induces people to make choices among alternatives, and the knowledge of economics is used to compare the alternatives for choosing the best among them. The numerous human wants are to be satisfied through the scarce resources available in nature. Economics deals with how the numerous human wants are to satisfied with limited resources. Thus, economics not only covers the decision making behavior of individuals but also the macro variables of economics like national income, public finance, international trade, and so on. Economics aims to explain how economics works and how economic agents interact. Economic analysis is applied throughout society in business, finance, and government, but also in crime, education, the family, health, law, politics, religion, social institutions, war, and science. The expanding domain of economics in the social science has been described as economic imperialism. This shows the nature of economics in modern context. It tells that economics can be used for raising the living standard of people and their welfare. However, it also warns that economic issues or economic objectives might become a tool in the hands of the people who want to exploit it for unknown motive like separation from others. Scope of economics. Scope means province or field of study. It is very difficult to define economics because economics is a very dynamic subject. Its scope keeps on changing rather expanding. There are divergent views about the scope of economics due to continuous growth in the subject matter of this subject. First, economics as a science and an art. Economics is a science. Science is a systematized body of knowledge that traces the relationship between cause and effect. Another attribute of science is that its phenomena should be amenable to measurement. Applying these characteristics, we find that economics is a branch of knowledge where the various facts relevant to it have been systematically collected, classified, and analyzed. Economics investigates the possibility of deducing generalizations as regards the economic forms can be very easily measured in terms of money. Thus, economics is a science. Economics is a social science. In order to understand the social aspects of economics, we should bear in mind that laborers are working on materials drawn from all over the world and producing commodities to be sold all over the world in order to exchange goods from all parts of the world to satisfy their wants. There is thus a close interdependence of millions of people living in distant lands unknown to one another. In this way, the process of satisfying one has thus to study social behavior, that is, behavior of men in groups. Economics is also an art. An art is a system of rules for the attainment of a given end. A science teaches us to know, an art teaches us to do. Applying these definitions, we find that economics offers us practical guidance in the solution of economics problems. Science and art are complementary to each other, and economics is both a science and an art. Positive and normative economics. Economics is both positive and normative science. Positive science. It only describes what it is, and normative science prescribes what it ought to be. Positive science does not indicate what is good or what is bad to the society. It will simply provide results of economic analysis of the problem. Normative science, it makes distinction between good and bad. It prescribes what should be done to promote human welfare. A positive statement is based on facts. A normative statement involves ethical values. For example, 12% of the labor force in India was unemployed last year is a positive statement which could be verified by scientific measurement. 12% unemployment is too high is normative statement. Comparing the fact of 12% unemployment with a standard of what is unreasonable. It also suggests how it can be rectified. Therefore, employment is a positive as well as a normative science. Sorry. Therefore, economics is a positive as well as a normative science. Third, subject matter of economics. Economics can be studied through a traditional approach and modern approach. Traditional approach. Economics is studied under five major divisions, namely consumption, production, exchange, distribution, and public finance. First, consumption. The satisfaction of human wants through the use of goods and services is called consumption. Second, production. Goods that satisfy human wants are reviewed as bundles of utility. Hence, production would mean creation of utility or producing things for satisfying human wants. For production, the resources like land, labor, capital, and organizations are needed. Exchange. Goods are produced not only for self consumption but also for sales. They are sold to buyers in markets. The process of buying and selling constitutes exchange. Distribution. The production of any agricultural commodity requires four factors, that is, land, labor, capital, and organization. These four factors of productions are to be rewarded for their services rendered in the process of production. The landowner gets rent, the laborer earns wages, the capitalist is given with interest, and the entrepreneur is rewarded with profit. The process of determining rent, wage, interest, and profit is called distribution. Public finance. It studies how the government gets money and how it spends it. Thus, in public finance, we study about public revenue and public expenditure. Modern approach. The study of economics is divided into two parts. First one is microeconomics and second one is macroeconomics. Microeconomics. In microeconomics, analyzes the economic behavior of any particular decision making unit such as household or a firm. Microeconomics studies the flow of economic resources or factors of production from the household or resource owners to business firms and flow of goods and services from business firms to households. It studies the behavior of individual decision making unit with regard to fixation of price and output and its reactions to the changes in demand and supply conditions. Hence, microeconomics is also called price theory. Macroeconomics. Macroeconomics studies the behavior of economic system as a whole or all the decision making units put together. Macroeconomics deals with the behavior of aggregates like total employment, gross national product, national income, general price level, etc. So, macroeconomics is also known as income theory. Microeconomics cannot give an idea of the functioning of the economy as a whole. Similarly, macroeconomics ignores the individual's preference and welfare. Hence, the study of both micro and macroeconomics is essential to understand the whole system of economic activities. Conclusion. Economics as a discipline of social science has a practical approach to enrich economic value among the students for their daily life as well as for profession. Most of the students offer economics as an important discipline of study in schools and colleges. The whole system of the society depends upon the effective economic structure and strong economy of the society. Each and every individual tries to maintain standards of living in the society. Society comprises its rich and poor people. The study of economic is required formally or informally to make the best possible utilization of their limited resources in their daily life to maintain certain norms and conduct of society. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.